See children, so we have enjoyed the lesson, that is the Brahmin and 7 fairies, right? So very interesting one. If anyone cheat others, how they get the punishment at last. Innocent is always rewarded. That we can understand from this lesson, right? Now see the vocabulary part. Already we have learned the meanings of the words, difficult words. So once again I am telling, see the meanings of the words. What are those? Quarrels. Quarrels means what? I told you already this one. Quarrels means yes, angry arguments. Quarrels means angry arguments. Spare. Spare is to leave unhurt. Spare means to leave unhurt. Graze. What is the graze? To eat grass in a field. To eat grass in a field. So crept. So the friend crept. What is? Moved slowly. Moved slowly. And black and blue. Black and blue. To beat someone harshly is called black and blue. Beat someone harshly is called black and blue. Okay children? So these are the vocabulary main important meanings we have. Let's see the grammatical structure. See children, so in this grammatical structure we have gender. So in the grammatical structure we have grammatical structure. So in this grammatical structure we have gender. What is this gender? So previous classes we have completed nouns, common nouns like that, right? So in these nouns, gender point of view, if you take it, common nouns especially, common nouns such as boy, man, uncle, so all these are male. So these are called masculine gender. These are called masculine gender. What do we call? Masculine gender. Who are the masculine gender? Male category we call it. Male persons, male animals, male human beings are male animals, we call it masculine gender, male. And next one is the same common nouns. Common nouns such as girl, woman, aunt. So this kind of one. So these are all female. That's why these are called feminine gender. These are called feminine gender. About the male persons or male animals we call it masculine gender. About female persons or female animals we call those are feminine gender. Okay children? So girls, all the girls and female category we call it feminine gender. Boys and male category we call it masculine gender. Okay children? So let's see some examples on this masculine gender and feminine gender. See children, so here we have change the gender of the italic words and rewrite the following sentences. So italic words here I underlined and wrote with a different color here. So these words we should change the gender. If they give the masculine gender, we should write feminine gender. Okay. If they give feminine gender, we should write masculine gender. Okay, children. So like that, and we should write the total sentence also by changing that. Okay, ma. And see the first one. My father is very caring towards grandpa. Father. Father, you know. So father is masculine gender or feminine gender? Father, male, masculine. So then what we should write feminine gender? Very good, mother. So then right answer, my mother. So I am underlining here, my mother is very caring, towards, so here grandpa. Grandpa is masculine or feminine? Very good, masculine. Then what is the feminine? So grandma. My mother is very caring towards grandma or grandmother. Grandpa means we write grandma only here. Okay, my father is very caring towards grandpa. My mother is very caring towards grandma. Okay, children, like that we should change the genders only. So if they give masculine gender, we should change the feminine gender. They asked only gender, na? That we should change. Next, what do we have? The king and the son waved at the people. So what do we have here? King and son. King and son both are masculine gender. So what can we write? King feminine gender. Female one, who is there? The queen. The queen and the son feminine gender. You have brother or sister. So you are girl means you have another one brother. If you are boy, you have sister, right? So son, daughter to your parents, right? Like this, son, daughter is the feminine gender. Son masculine gender and daughter is feminine gender. So then waved at the people. Waved at the people. Okay, children. So the queen and the daughter waved at the people. And see the next one. Father was happy to meet the nephew. Father was happy to meet the nephew. Father is masculine gender. Then what we should write? Feminine gender. What is the feminine gender for this? Yes, that is mother. So mother was happy to meet the nephew. Nephew feminine gender. Niece. Niece. Do you know what is nephew, niece? That is our father's sister children. Our father's sister children. So boy is nephew and girl is niece. Boy is our father's sister children. So those are, or else our mother's brother children also, nephew or niece. Nephew is boy, niece is girl. Okay, children. And there is a lion, a horse, a dog, a fox and a sheep in the zoo. So for these we should write another gender. Lion. So for all we call it lion only. But is it feminine gender or masculine gender? Here all are masculine gender they have given. So how to write feminine gender? See that one. So for this answer, there is a lion feminine gender, lioness. There is a lioness, a horse feminine gender, mare. For male or female we use horse only. But female horse we call it mare. And a dog feminine gender, bitch. So female dog we should call it bitch, not of dog. And fox is the male and female fox is called vixen. Female fox is called vixen. And a sheep. Sheep also we are using, both are same only, but sheep is the masculine gender and feminine gender for this is ewe. E-W-E-U, in the zoo. E-W-U. Vixen, bitch, mare, lioness. Okay, children. And see the next one. The crowd rushed to greet the actor. Actor. So hero is actor. But heroine, what do we have? Actress. So the crowd rushed to greet the actress. The crowd rushed to greet the actress. Okay, children. So like this we should write the opposite gender, that is change the genders. Masculine genders they have given and we have written in the feminine gender. Okay, children. So let's see the next one. Yes, see children, so the next topic we have conversational skills. What is this? In groups, create a story and tell if it is a fantasy or realistic story. Give examples to support your answer. So you have idea about this. You create your own story, and next whenever we have time, at that time I'll conduct I'll conduct a class on this. So one by one you can come and you can tell your story and your support, how it is, whether it is a fantasy or realistic stories, that you should give proper reasons also for this. Okay children, so how we have story here, the same way any other stories you can create it. Okay ma. And see the next one, let's listen. Let's listen. So what is this? Listen to the story. The sea pleads helplessness. The sea pleads helplessness. So nowadays the seas also cannot help us. That kind of situation we are. So the nature is not in helping position because we are spoiling it. Pollution, we are creating it, we are spoiling it. So what is this is maybe different. So see this and write true or false or doesn't say again is the following statements. So here some statements, paragraph they have given and some statements they have given. For that either true or false or doesn't say answers we should write it. So first to see the paragraph I'll explain. The ship upturned in a stormy sea. Stormy. So very waves, much waves we are getting. So in that upturned. So completely turned down. So the captain of the wrecked ship struggled against the waves with all his might. So the captain of the wrecked ship. So the driver, captain is there now. So that person struggled against the waves with all his might, maximum, whatever he can do to survive, to save all of them. So he tried. He was finally cast ashore, but no use at all. He was caught by the sea and he was exhausted and was panting for breath. So he was exhausted, so he was almost fainted and he was panting for breath. So he's trying to, in the water can we take the breath? Immediately water gets into our body. So he is maximum trying to take the breath and without getting the water. He was in dangerous position. And I am more dead than alive. He thought to himself, I am more dead than alive. So now this situation, I can't bear it. So instead, even if I alive also, almost I died. Even I am alive still, but almost I died. He thought himself. Thinking of this, he fainted out of weariness. So he was thinking about this. He was completely weird. So what is this position? How we got it? So no one help us. He thought about it. When he finally regained consciousness, he saw that the sea was calm as a pond. So when he finally regained consciousness, so first he became fainted, unconscious, and later again when he came to consciousness, that is when he can see and everything, he saw that the sea was looking very pleasant, very calm, looking like a pond only, up to that good big storms, that is big waves. So total almost ship also upturned. So when how deceitful you are, he shouted to the sea. So how deceitful you are, almost taking all the people life like that. He shouted at the sea. You show your peaceful and calm side, but when people are drawn into you, you show your power. So generally you are looking so very calm and peaceful, very beautiful way you show to the people. But when the people come to you, drown into water. So when they suddenly fell into the water, what are you doing? So you show your power. How much power without giving the breath to people? You are almost killing the people. So you are showing your power. The sea fairy came out to defend itself. So object itself. No, it's not correct like that. It thought, and that sea fairy came out don't blame me, said the fairy. So immediately that fairy came out, sea fairy, and said, my dear, don't blame me, so don't scold me like this. I'm always peaceful. It is the wind that creates waves and it turns me into a monster. So I'm always peaceful on, but I'm getting big waves means because of these air only. So the wind blows high and then my waves also coming that much of high. So the wind only creates waves and this turns me into a monster, big monster, to kill all the people who are enjoying this and drown into the water. So this is not my mistake, this is the wind is creating. That the sea fairy has given the reply to this captain. Okay children, so what happened? Let's see the question answers on this. Yes, see children, so we have completed the story paragraph about this, and on this they asked the questions and we should write true or false. True or false, or doesn't say. Okay, now see, the ship was wrecked in a cyclone. So the ship wrecked in a cyclone or not? Yes, so that's happened. That's why we should write here true. The ship wrecked in a cyclone and the entire crew perished at sea. Total entire crew perished at sea? No, that captain, right? So that's why it is false. And so the captain managed to swim ashore. He tried to manage swim ashore or not? Yes, he breathed almost very lightly, right? So true. And see the next one. The captain was very angry with the crew. He was very angry with the crew. No, that's why it is false. Okay ma. And the captain felt that the sea cheats people. What did the captain felt? Yes, the sea is cheating the people. Yes, so that's why it is true. And so the fairy said that it was a wind that caused terror at sea. Who the fairy? What did she tell? Who is the cause for terror at sea? Those are nothing but, who are those? That is the wind, right? So that's why it is also true. Okay children, so like this from the paragraph if we take it, yes, so first one is the ship was wrecked in a cyclone. Yes, it is happened, that's why true. The entire crew perished at sea. Yes, no, here mainly captain is here, that's why not entire crew, so it is false. And the captain managed to swim ashore. So the captain managed or not? Yes, that's why it is true. And the captain was angry with the crew. No, he was not angry with the crew, he was angry with the sea, right? So that's why it is false. And the captain felt that the sea cheats people. So the sea is cheating the people or not? Looking very calm and peace, but when we drown into that, it shows its power, right? So that's why it is true. The fairy said that it was wind that caused terror at sea. Who is the cause terror at sea? Yes, of course, the wind. The sea fairy tale said, that's why sea fairy. That's why this is also true. Okay children, so note it down this.